One man is writing platinum records for Diddy. The other is playing in the 2000 NBA Finals against Kobe and Shaq. Both men put in work behind the scenes. Nucci Reyo helped build records for some of the biggest names in hip-hop. Al Harrington spent 16 NBA seasons doing the dirty work teams needed to win. Reliable, professional, essential. Both men started out chasing the spotlight. But somewhere along the way, they realized building the machine could be more valuable than standing in front of it. Because eventually the goal changed. Not fame, not headlines, purpose. Nucci Reyo, Al Harrington, different arenas, same evolution. Let's rewind. Before the platinum plaques, before the NBA contracts, before the arenas and studio sessions, Nucci was sharpening his pen in raw way in an era where the street value of a lyric was determined by raw reputation, building his foundation in the studio trenches and making major noise early on when he aligned with the union label. At the same time, Al Harrington was becoming one of the best high school players in the country at St. Patrick's in Elizabeth, New Jersey. While Al was battling future NBA talent in packed gyms across the state, Nucci was moving through the tri-state, letting everybody know he was next. Bar by bar, two young men from Jersey. Sometimes the system values what you build more than your name on the headline. Both talented enough to lead, but the system loves the talent, not always the worker. By the early 2000s, both men had made it. Harrington was battling every night against grown men in the NBA. Reliable minutes, tough rebounds, quiet production. Indiana gave him a home. And during that same time, Nucci signs with MCA. And his pen game lands him in the studio with Diddy, Jermaine Dupri, and Havoc from Mobb Deep. That's only the beginning. Nucci's name was buzzing through the industry. Next, he was touring with some of your favorite artists. By 2004, Harrington finishes second for the 6th Man of the Year award, giving the Pacers reliable production. 30 minutes a night, 13 points, 6 rebounds, a steal a game, helping the Pacers reach the Eastern Conference Finals. He wasn't the name on the marquee, but he knew his role on the team and embraced it. Meanwhile, Nucci's pen starts slowly showing up on Billboard Top 100 and on the radio Top 10 while still working on his own album. And he realized something most artists never do. The man behind the record makes more than the man in front of it. Not just money, power, ownership, control. He wasn't in the shadows. He was building the architecture. Then by the late 2000s, both men were on the move. Harrington started moving around NBA, Atlanta, back to Indiana, Golden State, the We Believe Warriors, a team that almost broke the world. Nucci, same zip code, different opportunities. DJ Absolute, the heavy hitters, every major channel. Nucci was moving through the industry with intention. One of his classic moments from that era? DJ Envy, featuring Brooklyn News, Sun NY, Nucci Reyo, and Red Cafe. And Nucci bodies everyone on the record. Every trade taught Al Harrington something new. How franchises operated, how value was assigned, how to survive inside the machine without becoming part of it. At the same time, Nucci was studying the industry the same way, watching how labels moved, how records were pushed, learning what actually lasted once the hit records faded. Different arenas, same education. By 2008, the education turned into elevation. Harrington was in New York, 20.7 points a game with the Knicks, the most productive season of his career. He was playing with everything he had and storing everything he learned. That same year, Nucci wins BMR Songwriter of the Year, sitting at the center of the industry's biggest tables, the most respected architect in the room. Both men at their peak, both men exactly where they needed to be. Then, both men reached a crossroads. For Al Harrington, it started with his grandmother Viola. After trying medicinal cannabis for her glaucoma, she sat in her room reading her Bible through tears and told him, "I'm healed." That moment changed everything. Al stopped seeing cannabis like it was something to ease the pain or stress, but as a way to help people with medical issues that the normal way didn't work. If this plant that helped his grandmother see again, he wondered, who else can I help? For Nucci Reyo, walking away from the traditional music industry wasn't just a career pivot, it was a declaration of spiritual independence. Same pen, new name. The King's Kid. This is faith-based hip-hop, but this message is built around faith. Harrington created the company Voila after his grandmother. Not a celebrity cash grab, a mission. Harrington saw that the people already controlling the streets had something most corporations could never manufacture: trust, product knowledge, and community reach. They already understood distribution, already understood branding, already owned market share. At the same time, Nucci Reyo stepped away from the traditional music industry and started building infrastructure of his own. Not just records, platforms, systems, purpose-driven media. He built G-State Productions, then launched Godify Streams, the world's first Christian streaming platform, reaching over 152 countries. And Al knew what they lacked was legal access, infrastructure, a bridge into ownership. The Voila brand became bigger than cannabis. It became a blueprint for economic transition, a system designed to help create 100 black millionaires through ownership instead of survival. Both men stopped chasing the machine and started building ecosystems that could outlive them. In the end, neither man became what the system originally wanted them to be. Al Harrington was supposed to stay a scorer. Nucci Reyo was supposed to chase another record. Instead, both men stepped away from the machine long enough to build something bigger than attention. One turned pain, trades, and survival into ownership and healing. The other turned bars, experience, and hard lessons into purpose and conviction. Different arenas, same evolution. Because sometimes success isn't about staying inside the spotlight. Sometimes it's about surviving long enough to become the best version of yourself. Where bars equal buckets.